Hello, hello. Happy Friday. It's been a little crazy, to say the least. My husband had major reconstructive knee surgery, and so I have been working from home for the last week. I did go in, today's a Friday, and I don't usually work on Fridays at the office, but I did have a training that I had to attend, and so I did go in for that, and so I'm just headed home now from that training. And his PT appointment, my brother-in-law was going to take him to PT, but I got out of the training faster than I thought I would, so I think I'm going to probably end up taking him into PT. So yeah, that's what's happening. Temperatures here in Arizona are hot, and hotter. Right now, currently, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It is 107 outside, so our humidity is pretty much nil, so we won't start having humid weather until the monsoons sink in. It's towards the end of July and August we have monsoon season, so that's not going to be really affecting things here temperature wise until later on towards the end of the month. So yeah, anyways, that is what's happening around here. Nothing real exciting. I'm still in the car. I feel like every time I talk to you guys I'm in the car. So just kind of really focusing on trying to get caught up from the last week or so that I've kind of been MIA. Not that you would have noticed this, but yeah, definitely not my regular schedule of things. Just working from home all week long is different as well. And I think that I have mentioned to you that I am not going to be at the SAG Gallery, Southern Arizona Artists Guild Gallery, starting in August. So you're receiving this in August, so the whole month of July is my last month at the gallery. I'm just taking some needed time to work on a body of work so that I have things to be taking and rotating out at the gallery and working on more of a well-rounded body of work. I'm sorry about all the jiggling. I'm going up my road now and it's very, very bumpy. That is what's happening today. So it should be more things happening soon. So and I will of course take you along for that. All right, be well. Good morning. I am still not quite totally up. It is early. My day already has been hijacked. My husband just started driving yesterday, so he was gonna take himself into PT, and I was gonna get busy with getting myself prepped for, I have a demo coming up at the gallery, and I need to get my stuff pulled together and everything. So I was gonna get myself prepped this morning and take you along for the ride on that, and I will, but it's gonna happen later this afternoon because my day got shanghaied this morning. He asked me to drive him into PT, and then I'm gonna go home and sort through stuff for my demo, which I will take you along for the ride, but that's once we get home. So, but I thought I would just, you know, a day in the life, whatever. In a bit, in a few seconds, you're gonna see the next step. So I am just trying to get everything sorted for the demo. So I have all these papers that need to be sorted by color and go into these bags. I have them in color groups. I have neutrals, I have text, greens, blues, pinks and purples, and then I have reds, yellows, and oranges all grouped together. So a lot of these are already kind of ripped down and that kind of thing, and those I think I'm going to go ahead and get into these bags. The rest of this needs to be sorted and ripped down, and I think I'm just going to move it all to my chair by the TV, and so when I do watch TV, then I could sit there and rip it up and put it into bags, is what I think I'm gonna do. I have most everything I need except for my sample, and I have a little thing of gesso, a little thing of fluid matte medium, but I am going to take out, and these are out of my Arting on the Go bag, so I am going to actually get my little pot of collage of matte medium and add that to that, and that should be all I need. My woodies, and these are kind of like, they're water soluble crayons, and I like to use that for this project. So yeah, and that way while I'm working and demoing, I can actually be getting some stuff done for future projects, future journals that I actually sell in my shop. So there are these little mini ones. I'll go grab one and show you. So this is the sample of some of the journals that I create this master board for, that I'm going to be demoing, and so that's what ends up getting cut down to use in these little journals. So they're blank journals that I sell in my shop. So I'll have a link for that down below, but this one's a cutie, little pink one. On these I had done fabric covers, which I don't always do, but we'll see what the mood strikes me for the next batch of them. I think I only have 2 of these left in the shop right now. They're the little ones. I'm going to actually make a series of that are just a little bit larger. But they're really fun to art in, because they already have some, you know, some color and stuff on them. So it makes it fun. Collage and color already down, ready for you to just, no blank page syndrome, in other words. Anyway, so that's what my demo is going to be. So I'll take this sample, so that needs to go with me. And I usually pack it all in this little tray, and that's what I take. It's really quite easy. So anyhow, that's what I'm doing right now, and thought I'd share that with you. All right, so I stopped at Dollar General, and my granddaughter loves these twistable crayons, and they had them in a 12-pack in Silly Scents. So they've got cherry, fruit punch, orange, pineapple, green apple, beach, blueberry, grape, cotton candy, licorice, coconut, and root beer. I don't know how good they smell, but she really likes them. She likes the twistable ones, because I don't think she likes to get the crayon on her fingers. I don't know why, but she likes those. And I found myself another composition book. So not that I really needed any more of them, but I need one right now, and I can't find all my blank ones. So I'm kind of addicted to composition books. I guess it's a thing. I have a friend who has the same thing, and yeah, we discovered this about each other. So now I'm headed into the gallery, and that little task is done, and I feel good about that. So off we go. Well, I've been at the gallery and I had absolutely no opportunity to film. It was quite busy at the gallery today, and not necessarily with patrons, but we had classes going on, and we had, so it was, you know, just really busy. And then I went to go get my hair cut, and I'm all cut. That feels good. It was getting very long, driving me nuts. So anyways, but I don't think I fully addressed the fact that I am leaving the gallery. So I can always journey to be back in a few, you know, I don't know, when the time feels right again to me. And but I just need to have more time to create. So that is between my part-time job and family stuff, and, you know, wanting to be able to have time to spend with my family and that kind of stuff, and really needing to create a full body of work again. I really need to do that because I just don't have enough stock to rotate things out for the gallery, and so I need to do that. I need to do it anyways. I need to get back into the practice of creating pieces, and instead of doing small things, small movements, I need to work back into doing big movements again. And so yeah, that's gonna be my real focus. So yeah, I feel like it, I feel hopeful about it. I'm a little sad, but I'm also really hopeful that I will be able to get the task done, and be successful with doing that, and not getting sidetracked, which is something that I have a tendency to do on occasion, is to get sidetracked. So hopefully that's not going to be the case moving forward. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, I'm going to leave you for today, the second to last Friday of the month. Good morning, good morning. Well, we had a doozer of a storm. I'll show you a little clip here about when it first started to hit, and then so I thought I would see what the road looked like after this big storm. Our power was out from about 6 p.m. to, I think it was out until midnight or so. My husband said he got up and all the lights were on. So anyways, yeah. All right, so on this end it is not flowing, but you can see what a muddy mess it is, and we've had people stuck in it actually, I think that looks like there's a car stuck in it or a truck stuck in it down at the end of the road. And we have a four-wheel driver coming, a quad. So let me flip this around. Okay, so this is down one side from our driveway, and you can see it's a muddy mess. So, and there's not a lot of water left, but you can see the level at which the water had got to, how much it was flowing. I mean, you can just see it here, the demarcation. And down at the end of the road, you can see there's still water, and there's someone stuck down there in the water. Well, hello, welcome back in. Today's gonna be a different Friday. This is, I have, as you know, have taken a hiatus, a sabbatical if you will, from the gallery. And so as a result, I am going to be concentrating more, since I'm going to have more time, on some, first of all, I'm going to tackle some pieces that I have never finished. So I have quite a few series here that I have started, but I have not made any additional progress with because I've been busy doing other things. You know how that is? Sidetracked. A time consumption. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go through these 3 different series that I have started and make some decisions about which one I'm going to tackle first, if it has potential, what my next step is, that kind of thing. So I thought I would take you along for that. So why don't you come closer and kind of like look over my shoulder, and I will talk through kind of like what that's gonna look like. And then I think I'm gonna get started. So yeah, thought I'd take you along for that today. A little different. All right, come on in. All right, so this is the first one. So usually I work on watercolor paper, pretty heavy watercolor paper like this. This is more mixed media paper. When I pulled my tape here, it kind of ripped up. You can see some of that. It doesn't matter. Usually what I do is I usually get my initial layers down, and then I pull the tape, I cut them down, I mount them onto wood panel, cradled panels, and then I go in and I finish a piece. So this is the first series. There are a few here that I feel like have some potential, and I'm just not feeling it right now, but I feel like this needs to definitely be dive into it a little bit more. There's at least 3 of them here that I feel like has potential. So I think that I'm going to leave these on the paper and take them a step further, but it's not something I'm looking at doing anytime soon, or in the near future. All of these I would like to tackle. These are on watercolor paper. They already have collage on them, and then mark making and some paint has been laid down. And I see some potential in at least 3 of these. This has really got me interested and excited to dive into, so this might be what I take where I go next. These are, I can't remember if these were done. Yeah, it looks like it's probably watercolor paper. It might be thinner watercolor paper. And a lot of collage, a very little bit of color has been added, but a lot of very texturized collage is here. And there was some, a little bit of mark making, not a lot, just some. Like you can see it here, these lines, these linear lines. Again, more fabric texture here a little bit. So there are 4 here. This is the one that I'm least excited about. But during iCAD, I discovered some mark making that I did with this, let's see if I can find it, with this pen, this R2 pen. Some really thin lines. This is a thicker pen though, and so I was hoping to be able to find one that, this is a 0.7. So I'm trying to see if I can find another one of these ink R2 rollerball pens in a finer tip. And I might bring this into here and then, excuse me, and then spray it down with water. I really enjoyed what happened, and I'll link that up above for you. You can see that iCAD that I did, where I did that technique. And I really enjoyed it. So I'm thinking about bringing that into here, and this has really got me quite excited. So I think I need to see if I can't find a finer point pen and then hit this one is what I'm thinking. The reason why I mounted these onto cardboard is because it's thinner paper. And I didn't want it to be warping too much, and I wanted something to be able to maneuver a little bit. Like this one, this was a big sheet, and I had it taped off, and then I ripped it down at some point. I usually do that when I get the collage. You know, my first 2 layers are usually done before I rip it down. Actually, before I even take the tape off, I usually hit that point. So you can see this is still on here. So anyways, that needs to happen here. I just need to rip these down and kind of go through them. So I think that's where I'm at. I hope that was beneficial to you and of interest. So yeah, we'll see. Anyways, thanks for coming along for this part of my Friday. Have a great rest of yours. See you next month.